Today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest, most delicious air fried chicken wings you have ever had, and it's super simple and can last a few days. We really only need a few things. We're going to need some chicken wings, and I get the whole wings, and I'll show you how to cut them in a moment. We need some all-purpose flour. I like to use a general-purpose meat rub to help with some flavor, but you can use whatever spices you like. And then if you want buffalo wings, you can have hot sauce. This is Frank's. Step one is going to be to process your wings. So let me show you how I do that. All you're going to need is your wings, a knife, a cutting board. I like to have some paper towels, and then I use 2 Ziploc bags. So let me show you how you can process these wings. You can keep these wings whole if you want to just cook the whole wing, but I like to actually cut it into the flat, the drum, and then I take the tips off. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the tip. You can see if we grab this tip and move it around, there's a little knuckle that forms the joint. What we're going to do is find that knuckle, and once we find that, we're just going to slice through, and it should be very easy if you found the knuckle joint. This leaves you with a little wing tip that I like to keep in a second Ziploc bag, and I'll use these for a chicken stock further down the road. Now we have a drumstick and a flat that are connected, and the process is going to be the same. If we move this, we'll see where that joint is. We'll find that joint, and then we'll just slice through that joint. If you found the joint, it should slice through fairly easily. And now we have a nice flat and a nice drumstick. This is where I like to use the paper towel to dry off the chicken. So I just roll it across the paper towel, and then I'm going to store the chicken in the other plastic bag. But let's see this one more time. We're going to start with the tip. Now to separate the drum from the flat. It might take a handful of tries before you really learn where that joint is, but you should be able to do that quickly in no time. If you're having a little bit of a hard time cutting through the knuckle, you can cut most of the way through and then hit the back of your knife, and it might help you cut through that knuckle or cut through a little bit of bone. You'll just want to make sure that you're not going to damage the knife that you're using. I would spend more time focusing on finding the right spot to cut so it's easy and saves your blade, but you can always help things out with a little bit of extra force. Let me go ahead and finish processing the rest of these chickens. It should only last about 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes of processing, we have all the drums and flats in one bag ready to be seasoned. And then we have all of the wing tips in another bag that I'm going to store in a freezer to use for chicken stock. If you've made it this far, congratulations, you have done the hardest part. And now it's time to simply season these wings. The first thing I'm going to do is add about 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Next, I'm going to add about 1/3 cup of any all-purpose meat seasoning. I use this Wright's barbecue rub, which I think tastes really good, but you can use really any all-purpose seasoning. You can also make your own spice rub with things like cayenne and paprika, garlic and onion powders, but I find that this is just a really simple and easy way to flavor wings, add a little bit of kick without making your life too difficult. Once we have those seasonings in, we're just going to seal up our bag. And with the bag sealed, we're going to just give this a good mix and make sure everything gets nice and coated. All right, now everything is mixed up, and these wings are ready to either be cooked or ready to throw in the refrigerator to be stored for up to 3 or 4 days. It's dinner time, so let me show you how you can cook these wings. I'm gonna use my air fryer, which is quick and easy, but you can bake these, you can grill these, you can cook these wings however you really want to. But I'll start by spraying just a little bit of cooking oil onto my air fryer, just to make sure the wings don't stick. Then I'm gonna be loading these wings in one layer into the air fryer. Usually I'm able to get about 8 to 10 wings in, depending on the wing size. Now, a lot of air fryers tell you to preheat them, but I found that I don't really have to do that. You might get slightly better results if you preheat it, but I just put it in the cold air fryer for around 14 minutes, 385, and let it do its thing. I don't even flip them. I just let them go all the way start to finish. Since I like buffalo wings, I'm gonna add my hot sauce of choice into a high-walled bowl. And usually I don't do this, but if you want it just a little bit more special, you can add a little bit of butter into the sauce. I actually like to sneak this behind my air fryer so that the warm air coming out the back will heat up that sauce and butter. The timer is done, and here is what they look like. Nice crispy wings. These are delicious. If you like wings as they are, you want to just take these and dip them in a sauce, you can eat these as is. They have that seasoning. They will be crispy and delicious. But I like to toss my wings in sauce, and if you're gonna do this, you wanna do this when they are still hot. If you toss them while they're hot, they'll be able to get coated by the sauce, but they'll actually be able to stay crispy. So now they're in here. We're just gonna give them a toss, shake them around for a while. And here they are once they've been all sauced up. Delicious. Here is a end result wing. We got a lot of flavor. Very tasty. I probably have these wings for 3 or so meals every week or two. Little dip of ranch in there. The meat just almost falls off the bone. It's juicy, it's salty, it's saucy, it's tender. This seriously is everything you could ask for a chicken wing. And the beauty of it is there's a whole bunch more in my fridge that can be air fried within 15 minutes notice at any given time. Give me an entire meal of chicken wings. So that's how I make buffalo air fried chicken wings almost every single week. And I promise you it is so easy and so delicious. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing to my channel, as it will help me in my journey becoming a content creator, and it means a ton to me. If you want to see more cooking videos, I recommend following me on Instagram at I'm.the.Ryan, where I'm always posting stories about the different foods that I'm making and eating from week to week. If there's anything you want to see me experiment or play with or cook with next, just let me know in a comment below. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and as always, thank you for keeping it real with Ryan.